What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm giving you guys a brand new deck profile video for Set 7 Cerulean Blaze collection. And yes, the reason why I'm saying that is because I finally able to save up some money to pay for my collection for Set 7. There's only like one nation left I need to get, but that's pretty much a given. Now, this one here is the upgraded version of Bavsargra. This is the Seal Blaze of Arbitration Bavsargra Aksayya. Now, listen. Let's talk for a little bit. Let's have a little chat for 1 second here, okay? Before I continue. I know this deck's not going to be a par with completely what the meta will be saying or what will be discussed, but we have alternatives just to make sure that none of you guys don't have a fried brain. That's not what we want in this channel. There are some cards in here that I'm still missing, and that's just, it is what it is. You're going to have to find what you can use and what's best for your deck. That's pretty much it. And also, due to the recent restrictions on some cards like Vailord or soon Trickmoon, I think is what I've been hearing about, this deck will undergo more changes in the future, or maybe this might be the only time. But for right now, this is the only deck I can come up with, and I'm happy to finally do it. But I want to give you guys just a little heads up that this deck may not be a par what you guys may think what it is, but this is how I see it for right now, okay? So anyways, a little backstory on this deck here. It's still owned by Mirei Minae of the leader of Team Daybreak, which of course has the sleeves to go show proof to that. She entered the Divine's Deluxe, you know, hosted by Shingi, Shinki, I think. Or Jinky, yeah, sorry, Jinky. And of course, she made good streaks so far until she faced off against Michiru Hazama in the finals, which of course she did lose. So that sucks, but it is what it is, you know? Like, it is what it is. Pretty much. So this is the deck of the new retrains, some new powers, some new shields, swords, and of course it still has the arms, and mainly focuses on Trickmoon or Vailord at the moment, like crossover dress or overdress kind of thing. So it's a bit of a mix of everything. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and dive right into the video, starting with the right line, of course. We have the energy counter for our substitute for our energy generator. The reason why I'm going towards these guys right now is because they're just easy, they free up more space than the energy generators, which is like, I know you probably have those in the sanctioned games, and the energy charge to go with it. You know, standard, I always have those on standby, but I figured this would be a good thing to have too, because you just put a dice in there, and it keeps track of how much you do need without going so much math. Now, for grade 0, we have the new and improved Steel Blaze Dragon Arhinsa Sphere. SVR. Sphere. So, I do like the artwork on these guys too, these nice little retrains. The new Namorkahr is now called Steel Blaze Dragon Namorkahr Anui. And his new skill is, when his unit plays on by writing from Steel Blaze Arhinsa, Soul Blast 1 and reveal a Seal Blaze of Arbitration Bavsargra Aksayya from your right deck. Okay. Perform one of the following and shuffle the deck. If you win second, perform all the following instead of one. Search your deck for up to one Seal Blaze Sword, Dianva. Reveal it and put it into your hand. Or search your deck for up to one Seal Blaze Shield, Bahanseth. Reveal it and put it into your hand. Also, its rearguard skill is, if you have 2 or more arms unit on your Vanguard, this unit gets 2,000 power. So, it still retains some of the old Namorkahr's small ability, but... So, on top of getting a sword and shield if you went second, you get to draw a card from Arhinsa as a skill bonus. So, that's 3 cards you get from your deck, pretty much. And, unfortunately, if you do go first, you have to choose one of the following, the sword or the shield, which is going to help you the most in those kind of games. Now, the new Halibadra is called Halibadra Balaht. Balaht. When this unit is brought upon by Bavsargra Aksayya, counterblast 1. Search your deck for up to 2 arms cards with different card names Discard them and shuffle the deck. Choose up to one arms card from your drop and arm it to one of your vanguards. Okay? When this unit attacks, if your vanguard is armed, this unit gets 5,000 power in that battle. So, since we're only playing one of these copies, there's no need to play two more copies of Halibadra, much as I would like that. For right now, this is a good grade 0, 1, and 2, and I think they're making a firmware pretty soon in the promos. Now we have the new and improved Bavsargra, which is the Seal Blaze of Arbitration Bavsargra Aksayya, and the fun thing about this card is the continuous effect. It is also regarded as Seal Blaze Maiden Bavsargra, so it still counts as the original Bavsargra. So it has apparently 2 active skills and 1 auto skill. The first one is a 1 turn. Put a card from your hand or into soul, choose an arms card from your drop, and arm it to this unit, okay? Active other skill number 2. If this unit is armed with 2 or more cards, Soul Blast 2, retire all your opponent's front row rear guards, and this unit gets +1 critical. Until your turn, if you did not retire any cards, draw a card. Okay, so you still get a draw card and a critical. Okay. Auto skill. When this unit is armed, energy charge 1, choose a grade 1 or less card from your drop and call to your guard. If you choose a card with Vailord in its card name, you may overdress on a Trickmoon on your rear guard instead of calling it. Okay, so this deck does have Trickmoon and Vailord theme to it, so that's all there is to it. So that's the confirmed new ride line for Bavsargra. And of course we do have Team Daybreak sleeves, to correspond with her team as well. So thank God I picked those up. Now, not sure this is confirmed yet, but we are still playing 20 grade 0s in this deck here. Some of it has changed, some of it has not, but you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. For grade 0, of course, we're still using 4 Trickmoons. Until the ban list is officially up, we're still playing 4 of it. And of course, now for heals, we're playing Blaze Maiden Rona. This is usually for UU, but UU is not showing up yet, so who cares? Mirei gets the nice shinies. For criticals, I'm playing 4 Blaze Maiden Zonnes, 4 Burning Flail Dragons, 3, the new Fur Trigger, which is Fiend, Futakuchiyo. I think so. And then because of that ban list, apparently, we're not allowed to play Dragritter with Bavsargra or Anui anymore, due to the fact it's super broken, apparently. So the trigger choice that I hate sometimes, but I just have to get used to it, is Spiritual King of Aquatics, Idosfaro. And so it gets 1,000,000 power, of course, and its additional skill is choose a card from your drop and put it into hand. Choose one of your units and it gets +1 critical until your turn. So, unfortunately, we're used to having Dragritter in a deck, but we can't have Dragritter with Bavsargra in anymore. We have to use another alternative. So we'll have to use one of the Spiritual Kings. And apparently everyone says that the aquatic one is very good. I don't know about the ignition one, the fire one, but for now this is the only grade 0s I can think of. And I think this deck will do just fine. We'll have to make some new adjustments, and it's going to be a little bit more tricky to find the perfect deck build for Bavsargra without Vailord, only at full power, but that's okay. And of course we do have the white versions of the Team Daybreak sleeves, which I like too. Now, for grade 1s, we're not using that many grade 1s in this deck. It's mainly a grade 2 and grade 3 play, pretty much. So, we're only using 5 grade 1s in this deck. I know, it's a little shocking, but it's the truth. So, we have the 1 Vailord, which, unfortunately, it got hit in May, back in May in 2025. So we have used only 1 card. 1 copy. So, you have to choose one of your Trickmoons to become its Vailord form. And that's going to be sad. Now, for the last 4 cards, we're just playing Perfect Guards, which is 3 Twin Bucklers. and 1 Elementaria Sanctitude. Now, unfortunately, this is not how I want it to happen, but seeing as though we don't have Cindy, I know you're all probably saying, where's Cindy? Well, I have 1 copy of Cindy because a lot of people have been using Bavsargra as well, not just me. So, nobody else has spare Cindy's, not even the promo. And they're very expensive to get. So, I know you're all going to be probably like thinking, well, you paid for all those cards, why not get them in the first place? I don't do online shopping. It makes any sense. So for now, I'm using what I have. Excuse me. Now for grade 2s, I'm playing a crap ton of grade 2s in this deck. The first one is 4 copies of Sealed Blaze Dragon Yutmashad. When this unit is placed on rearguard from hand, if your Vanguard is Sealed Blaze in its card name, which it does, most of the deck it does, Energy Blast 3 and discard an arms card from hand, draw 2 cards, and if your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, this unit gets plus 5,000 power during a turn. Now this has a 1 turn only. At the end of the battle, your Vanguard with Bavsargra attack. If your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, counterblast and stand this unit. Now, question. Now, with the 1 turn skill, is that for each Yutmashad or the full Yutmashad altogether? That's what I want to double check with you guys because this is like my first time playing Yutmashad and I want to make sure it's okay. The next one we have is my all-time little favorite, Sealed Blaze Dragon Divestia. And this is from the Set 12 collection, so you already know what this card does. I'm playing at 4 just because I want to have a great amount. I think you're all thinking, this might be a little too much grade 2. Most deck does require little grade 2 magic happen. The next one we do have is Sealed Blaze Dragon Alpira, not Elvira. When this unit is placed on rearguard from hand, if your Vanguard is Sealed Blaze in its card name with the top 5 cards of your deck, choose up to 1 card with Overdress ability or Dress Boost ability, or up to 1 arms card from among them, discard it and shuffle the deck. Drop. When your Vanguard is armed, Energy Blast 3, call this card to rearguard and it gets 5,000 power. Okay, so for this deck, you're going to have to be really careful with energy, because most of these decks here, or these cards here, do rely on energy a lot. So, if we need to, we can just minimize some of these cards and just get what we can. Okay, and then, to fill the last units, I'm playing 1 Dragritter Miqdard. This is the ace unit for Dragon Empire, and it's my first time also trying as well, just to get an idea of what I kind of like, you know. This guy's ability is a different one, so... Okay, so every ace unit has that unique skill. This other skill it has, when this unit attacks, if your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, and in that battle, this unit gets 5,000 power if your opponent has no rear guards, or their rear guard is... Or their rear guard left the rear guard by your card's ability this turn. This also gets 5,000 power. So that's a new skill that it has along the other ones. Now for the other grade 2 Blitz orders, we have 2 Defensing Roars and 1 Protection Twincast. Just a little bit of extra protection right there, just in case things will hit the fan a little bit. So we are using some cards for alternatives. Now for grade 3, we are playing 3 more copies of Bavsargra for our Persona Ride ability. Let's put it right here. We have 2 Sealed Blaze Swords Dianthas, and this new skill is played with a counterblast. Okay? When this card is armed, choose one of your opponent's, or one of your Vanguards, and it gets this skill. All your front row gets plus 5,000 power until the end of turn. When this unit armed, when this card attacks a grade 3 or greater Vanguard, you may have the armed unit get plus 1 drive until in that battle. If you do, at the end of the battle, put this card into drop. So it's kind of like Chandra, but with a purpose. Now the shield is with a counterblast, not a small blast. When this card is armed, draw a card. Okay, good. When the unit armed with this card is attacked, At the end of the battle, the armed unit gets 10,000 power, Soul Blast, and it gets 20,000 instead of 10,000, which everyone does do exactly. And then, of course, we have the 1 Seal Blaze Axe to Vashtar, and then we have 1 Hammer Saria for our last of the grade 3s. So that is it for the deck profile video for Seal Blaze of Arbitration Bavsargra Aksayya. I hope you guys did enjoy this video from much so. I did try to do the video justice the best I can, and I hope it does be okay. And there, as always, guys, there'll be a full list in the box down in the comments in the description box down below, so you guys can check that out and see what you guys think. And if you guys like it or not like it, I'll completely understand. But yeah, that is it for the full video. I'm so happy I finally got a chance to build it. If you guys like the content I do create on my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Show some love, comment down below, thumbs up for this channel, and if you guys have any questions whatsoever, just leave a comment down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you guys next video. And as always, I've been your host, Siren Frost, signing out.